Our main aim, we want to see a thriving sports system leading into the Games and most importantly for the next 20 years afterwards.
Matt Carroll, CEO of the Australian Olympic Committee at the Sport New South Wales Sport Industry Conference. Sport New South Wales need to be congratulated on actually running, and I love the word terminology, industry, because that's what sport is. It is an industry. So in bringing the state sporting organisations together for a conference, and a very innovative one too, looking to the future, which is great. We've got the spotlight, the limelight on sport, so we've got that opportunity to build sport over the next 8 to 10 years, and then the 10 years thereafter. So it's going to have a good focus. It's an opportunity to not just with government, but to go to commercial investors in sport as well. So it's not to improve their business, grow their business, their capability and capacity of the sports, which then they can grow participation, pathways and performance. The Olympics come every 4 years, and we would be having the Olympics in 2032. If they weren't in Brisbane, they'd be somewhere else. So a good example was just simply the Boomers making the bronze medal at the Tokyo Games, boosted basketball participation by 24%, which was already a big participation number. So it doesn't just have to be about the games at home, it's also just the games themselves and kids seeing it on TV and wanting to perhaps get a gold medal at any games.
So with the word impact, so what the AOC is encouraging, and there's currently about a good dozen or more strategies, legacy documents floating around Australia between governments and organisations, and they're all noble and trying to define what wants to be done. But the one that we're very focused on is a thriving sports system in Australia. That's what we're focused on, and that's what all the people in this room do every day of the week. So we're not actually asking people to do something different, although you may always improve things, but what we want to do is end up with a thriving sports system. That time starts now, because yes, there is a legacy benefit post the Games, but running into the Games is the opportunity to get the Games are a turbocharger. The Games themselves will come and go, as Sydney did. The Games are a turbocharger for focusing back in on sport and the business of sport, the development of sport, the athletes who participate in all the Olympic sports, and therefore getting the focus on that from investment, whether that be government or commercial, is critical, because I think we've got to be, one of the other phrases I used it in the speech in Canberra, is the capability and capacity of sports to be able to do the things that they've been asked to do, particularly the smaller sports who are basically volunteer driven. Governments are very keen on wanting to use sport for a social policy change, which is fantastic because sport can do that, but the sports themselves need the capability and capacity to do that. If they haven't got the revenue, haven't got the people to do that, well then it just becomes wearing on the sports, and we're seeing a loss of people working in sports. If we're going through the same number of coaches in sport that currently I'm seeing in the national sports, as we are going through chief executives and other people working for the sports, they're in national crisis. But because it's the administration backroom, people don't focus on that. Yet that back room is so critical, as if people are running the organisations in this room, to making sure the front room, which obviously the athletes and the coaches, the most important part, but that back room is very critical, particularly to deliver any initiatives the government might want to do in social policy. So our main aim, we want to see a thriving sports system leading into the Games and most importantly for the next 20 years afterwards.